Hello, everybody. I'm a host of today's demo pitch. My name is Danila. I remind you that demo pitch is a trial pitch dedicated to make sure you're 100% ready to present your project in front of VC funds. Let me introduce you to LATOKEN Investment Committee, being represented by Maxim Uslamin, Jory Kloe, and Sergey Kostrikov. They will provide you with the practical feedback, highlighting the crucial points investors pay attention to. Let me emphasize two key aspects of a trial pitch session. First is timing. You have 5 minutes for a pitch. And second is structure. Your presentation structure should cover 10 crucial aspects. First is a company purpose. Second is problem. Third is solution. Why no? Why now? Market size, competition, product, business model, team, and financials. So let me give a word to the first projects today. Project Selpago, being represented by Roman Martinez. Roman, can you please share your pitch deck with us? Thank you.
Yes. Hi, my name is Roman Martinez. I think my screen is shared with you guys right now. Selpago is the product of several years of development.
It's not shared, Roman. Sorry for interrupting you. No,
okay,
no.
let me see. Let me share again.
Yeah, please.
How about now?
Good.
Okay, so Selpago is the product of several years of development. Our team has been on the payment side of the equation for a number of years. We have intellectual property on mobile payments, and we've been live on production with several other products since 2007. Why Selpago now? We have seen a shift in the markets from traditional models to the digital economy. Enterprises are finding open banking and blockchain an easier and most profitable way to get into new markets with different currencies and with payments that are different than traditional bank payments. API-based platforms and applications can bring these services to every person and enterprise in the world, and blockchain is the right channel to do it with. We have our functionality done. We are live. Parts of our projects are live in South America, and we are looking to expand worldwide. For the international expansion, we're seeking to raise about $5 million in tradable crypto or fiat. Why the need? Because world financial infrastructure is 40 to 50 years old. It's based on credit cards and credit systems that are controlled by few large companies from the United States and China. It's a system that has a lot of fraud problems. It has a lot of issues with know thy customer, AML. We can solve all that through blockchain. How do we work? We have flexible technology. We don't need the enterprise or the user to have any infrastructure. We're marketplace friendly. We're easy and fast to use. We're available for everyone from the smallest business or user to the largest corporation. And we are dedicated to the community. We can do anything from government payouts to Uber fares or features. We have wallets, we have bank accounts using our Bit blockchain network. We can make on-site business payments with different methods like QRs, which can be online and offline. We have a patent to use offline QRs for payments. We enable all types of payments, and it can be integrated to rewards, coupons, and discounts. The most important feature here is that all wallets and all transactions are protected and encrypted with the highest level of security that our blockchain can provide. We have designed our blockchain within regulatory compliance and anti-fraud efforts related to transactions. So every transaction that we do through Selpago, even through our blockchain, can be used on a normal banking system. We have full KML and AML compliance. Or blockchain bit. It's globally connected. It was born out of a mixture between Bitcoin SV, tokenized, and Demo, which is one of our companies. And we created this blockchain especially for this type of products. It's universal. Everybody has access to it, and everybody has access to the open APIs that we created. So any company or website can actually, with a few lines of code, integrate to our payment systems. How does it work? Usually, you had in the physical world, you had a user which was the person paying. You have a bank or an intermediary or a receiving in the middle. In our world, we have our tokenized contract running over a tokenized and Bitcoin SV. And with that, we create stable coins. We have created 7 different stable coins running on our system. And with that, we can go from dollars to yens to euros to rubles to Mexican pesos in a matter of seconds and without no friction. Our technology, even though that we are beginning with payments, can create all types of smart contracts and identity oracles. It can buy on sale tokens, peer-to-peer, stocks and bonds, tickets, and it can create a secure global marketplace. Our business model is very simple. We have institutions running in country. We have Demo running in South America. We have Pago running in the United States. It's launching, and it will launch in Europe in the second quarter. They do in-country transactions, and all international transactions are done over stable coins on our blockchains. And that creates a system where we can do remittances and we can do global payments fast and for a fraction of what they cost today. We have several opportunities in our business model, including C2P payments, P2P payments, and P2C payments, mobile, online marketplaces, donations, B2C commerce, and other portals. We understand that we live in a very competitive work environment, but we have years of experience in this business, and we have excellent APIs and documentation to help other developers. We know that there's people like Apple, like Facebook, like Google trying to get into this system, but they don't have the right knowledge to work in this type of blockchain scenario because they just came to it only 2-3 years ago. We've been on blockchain since 2010. So our products, we have a third-party wallet, which is basically an e-wallet that has all the banking features. This runs over blockchain, and anybody can download it. We have a Pago point of sale that is also an app and an SDK. You can integrate it to your app or your system, and you can get paid through this. We have our own card, which is has a secure blockchain PK, which is basically a impression of your QR code from your public keys that are secure in our system. Our team, you have me. I've been in the payment systems since 2005. I started several businesses in my lifetime. I've been in blockchain since 2010, like I said. We have Hernan Zapata, which is a senior electrical engineer and entrepreneur that has very involved in blockchain development, finger identification systems, security on every single type of security, and he has implemented some very interesting
proprietary things to our systems. We have Bernardo Valero, who has been the financial service product manager in global banking for Citibank for 20 years. He's the global head of core receivables and international payments. And he's still consulting to Citibank, even though that he retired to join our team. And we have finally our other great team leader, it's Humberto Senoz, who was Director of Information Systems at City National Bank until 2018. And he is an expert on all things operational for banking. So this gives us a very good tool to talk to real banks and to integrate to the financial systems in the world, because we know regulation extremely well and the threats and the requirements of banks and regulators around the world. So you have our cash flow for the USA alone, and you will see that we will go live in the United States this year, and we'll be cash flow positive on month 3, and we'll basically triple our investment in the United States in year 1. Here you have a few slides of how our mobile application looks with our different wallets and these different type of payments between wallets, between tokens and everything else, how it looks over here, and how we can onboard directly using your bank account in the States. We can onboard clients from 9,600 banks today. You just simply scroll your registered banks, and that's basically it. Any questions?
Thank you, Roman. Let me give a word to Maxime.
Okay, hi, Roman. Thank you for presenting. I believe it was around 9 minutes, the presentation. Yeah, so I put down a couple of things. Well, basically the first thing, obviously, that is worth mentioning is that the format is 5 minutes. So definitely it would need, to be cut almost in half. But basically, let me try and see if we can do that through some of the things that I put down. So some of the slides, first of all, I found them really chaotic, and there was a lot of information, and there was a lot of text, which basically prevents people from paying attention basically to what you're saying and starting reading from the slide, or just not even pay attention to the slide and just listening to you. So I think it was why sell pago, challenges, and there were a few more slides that basically I would recommend to cut all that text and maybe just keep a few bullet points with some keywords, and everything else you can explain while you pitch. And the features, I would make it more graphic. I would add some icons if you can, or photos, or you can even use the prototype pictures to explain what the different features are, if you can. Another thing that probably slowed you up a little bit down is the team. I would definitely make one single slide for the team, and I would add photos as well. People relate to, people want to see the faces, put a face to the name, and I think that's also something key. Also financials. I would only keep the key numbers, because definitely I was trying to follow, and I couldn't understand anything looking at that spreadsheet, and because it was definitely too small, and there was definitely not enough time to go through all that information. And when an investor or somebody is interested, you can always provide that after the pitch. So I would stick to, the vital information, stick to the structure that Danila mentioned before, and just make it more punchy. And yeah, I think that's it from my side. Jory.
Yeah. So Roman, I'm gonna tell you, I went through every slide and kind of made marks to tell you, what I liked, what I didn't. So I'll start with what I liked. So I like the fact that a lot of these guys are, when they're pitching, they're reading what's on the slide, the whole thing. You didn't do that. I like how you just kind of just grazed through it and kind of just, said your words and let the slide say itself. I like the bit blockchain slide. That was very good. And you kept going. That was actually really informative for me. What else was good? The mobile application was good too, but it was taking up a lot of time. Maybe throw a little bit, especially the part with the using a banking account, because I know that part's important. So maybe throw down one, and when the clients come to you later, then show them more, so you can catch that 5 to 6 minute time. So I'll start off with each slide telling you what I think. The first one, the why Calpago, it was just too much. Like, I'm probably gonna repeat myself like Maxine with Maxine. It was just too much in there, too much text. Cut that down a little bit. The urgent need was good. How it works was good. The features was good. Security was good, but like Maxine said, maybe throw little icons in the corner. Don't leave it blank. Show some graphics in there. I like the way you used your coloring. I like the graphics. It was good to the eye. I've been seeing a lot of pitching, so this one is pretty good. What else was good? The bit blockchain, I told you I liked a lot. The challenges was too much. Cut that short. The products was good. The cash flow, yeah, way too much in there. You gotta, again, maybe cut that a little shorter, and then later on, if clients, if investors want to talk to you, then show them the whole thing. But that was just too much for me. I was kind of looking everywhere and trying to listen to you at the same time. And the team, like Maxine said, throw some photos. I believe Umberto, it was you and 3 others, Bernardo, Umberto, I forget the other gentleman's name, but Umberto seems like the consultant, the guy who's kind of doing a lot of talking with the banking system. So yeah, just throw pictures, a little bit about yourselves. Just time consuming with that. Go a little short, but other than that, yeah, I like the rest of it. So I hopefully my insight helped you.
All right.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Sergey, you want to add something? Sergey. All right, so we are moving next. Next project, Sable Ascent, being represented by Buddy Oliver.
Hello, hello. What's going on, guys?
Please share your pitch deck with us.
All right, let's do this. All right, let me move this. And hold on.
All right.
All right, guys, can you hear me and can you see clear?
Yes.
All right, awesome. All right, let's get this thing started. All right, first of all, I'd like to appreciate everybody taking the time to give us this opportunity to present and discuss to you our business and our opportunity. First thing I'm going to start off with I'm going to talk a little bit about the problems that our business is going to solve and the problems that exist inside of the global Black community. First problem is the global Black community has the highest population of unbanked in the world. The Blacks worldwide have the lowest capitalization as far as funding. And also Black communities have the lowest amount of currency circulation with ethnicity. And what I mean by currency circulation is when Blacks normally spend money, it leaves the community and it goes into other communities. So That's what I'm referring to as far as currency circulation. So what our solution is we need to provide a wallet system built on blockchain technology and an API to connect Black-owned businesses worldwide. And what we're doing is we've created a global platform where Black businesses can connect themselves in exchange with with the coin that we call a stable coin, and also connect with our digital wallet system. So when you talk about the community and when you talk about the strength of the community and the market size of it that's not being capitalized on, you know, you look at 1999, 1.5 trillion, and you look at today, you know, we're looking at a global economy that spends $5.3 trillion, okay? And if you look at the capitalization of what's happening in Africa right now, and you look at what's about to happen in the next 10, 15 years, they have one of the, you know, it's ranked as one of the highest markets in the world to basically triple as far as income wise. So what we're doing, guys, as far as implementing our business model is we are implementing a stable coin, okay, which is a medium of exchange, which we're going to launch on a global platform. And we are using that to putting this inside of a digital wallet system. And the digital wallet system is going to be for Black-owned businesses, where the Black-owned businesses can communicate, or they can transact, and they can find each other in a global system, okay? A little bit more about how the technology solves a problem. I just talked about that kind of on the last slide, is our API is designed to circulate global currency. Obviously, you know, the wallet system has security features, and dealing with the currency, we're using our currency, and that's going to be backed by the products and services of the global Black community. So some of our other tokens on the platform, not on the platform, but, you know, our competition, obviously Bitcoin, Litecoin, you know, and Acoin, you know, there are other currencies out there that are being circulated, and you know, PayPal. What makes our token better, we feel, is there's an emotional attachment to our currency, whereas a lot of other currencies don't have that emotional attachment. So one thing that we found is when we go and we present and we talk to individuals inside the global Black community, they're very accepting of it. They see the need in it. They know that there's not currency circulation. They understand that being African American or African is very hard. It's not as easy to get loans and so forth. So there's a need for our business model in the marketplace. One of the things inside of our global mission is 2% of all proceeds are going back to nonprofits. So inside of our global ecosystem, nonprofits are able to attach to our wallet system, and business are able to reach out to those nonprofits, and they're also able to circulate that currency through the nonprofits and so forth, okay? And one of the things that we're also doing is to promote our businesses and to promote the Stable Ascent is we have a global tech tour where we had it booked with 10 cities that we're going to launch a tech tour and actually bring people from the community in, sit with us, and actually have seminars where we're going to teach them about blockchain application, teach them about our business, and also teach them how to integrate themselves into a new digital economy. This kind of talks about some of the partnerships, and this is just a small slide. We have global partnerships around the globe. We have global acceptance, not just in America. The United States Black Chamber has said, hey, when you guys are ready to launch, we're ready. They have over 100,000 businesses. We have relationships with the whole African diaspora in many countries that are, you know, willing and ready to go. And this is just this is my CEO, my business partner, Daryl Speaks. He was just on the line with us. This is a couple of instances. He's speaking at the United Nations right here in front of global leaders about implementing blockchain technology tonight. He's going to be on a talk at 7 p.m. to talk to the whole global diaspora about not just sable ascent, but what is the state of the digital economy? We attend tech tours all around the country where we're kind of the authority on, in the Black community, the Black space, about having conversations about what is the next step? How are we doing this? How are we implementing it? So right now we just have total acceptance. And here's some of the members of our team right here. This is myself. This is the CEO and founder, Daryl Speaks, two individuals that are the head of our chief developers in tech. And also one of our chief development officers as far as implementing education. This is the basis of our core team right here. So gentlemen, like I said, thank you so much. And I appreciate the time and let us present. Back to you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. Yeah. Usually I write a lot of stuff down, but here I didn't really have the need to do so, because I think the structure is on point. Your oral presentation is on point too. It's really pleasant to the eye. The text is nice and big, not too much text to read, so nobody gets distracted from what you're saying.
Okay.
I mean, I would have to pass to Jory if he found something, because you can just, it was a little bit over, but it's
Okay.
nothing that, a couple of rehearsals will eliminate that, tiny time problem. But I think, the structure that you have, allows you to make it within the 5 minutes, and you really touch all the most important points, and you really use your points of advantage as your strength, and you emphasize how you're different, why such a project is needed, the attention that you get from outside sources. Everything is in there. So Jory, please help me out here to find something.
Yeah, no, of course. No, I liked it. I like how the fact that you guys are very active and you're showing that. The market size from 99 to 2020 was good. Business model was good. How does is good. Competition was good. With the competition, so I know PayPal, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Acoin. I've actually talked to these guys. I know a little bit about them. Maybe attack them a little bit, explain bigger differences between you guys, because that seems like, obviously in the digital world, that's your main competition in the digital world, correct? So maybe tell them why you're better than Acoin. Well, these communities, the communities that you're on, maybe explain which communities. I know I'm from Jersey, so I know obviously probably Florida, Atlanta, Georgia, all those, major cities. Maybe a lot of people, that are going to invest, they're not from the States, they're not from this area. Maybe explain those communities. The market plan was good. The United Black Chambers. I know you said and mostly they can bring 100,000 businesses from Africa and other countries. Maybe name those other countries if they're outside Africa. And I liked how, you were showing Daryl very active. He has meetings, and yeah, your timing was great, man. Even though it was 6 minutes, it was good. That was great timing. You explained your flow was awesome. So other than that, yeah, I don't have nothing negative to say. So you did a good job. I like the slides and everything. Yeah, no problem. So that's all I had for intake. Hopefully my insight helped you a little bit. But yeah, I would just maybe attack Acoin a little bit. That was really it.
Got it.
All right.
Thank you, Jory.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so we don't have any further projects today. Sergey?
Just a second. No, we used to have
nothing else, right?
But he kind of left, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so it seems like we have 2 projects today. So thank you everybody for first of all, thank you for project that joined our today's demo pitch. in regards to further steps, which is getting a date and time to participate in pitch competition, please ask your dedicated LATOKEN listing manager for date and time. And yeah, thank you, LATOKEN Investment Committee, for your kind feedback and advice. Thank you, everybody. So this is so far for today's demo pitch. I wish you a very good day.
Yeah, thank you for everybody's time.
I appreciate it.
That's the most important part right
Good,
now.
good luck, guys.
Yes,
Thank you
good
very much.
luck.
Take care, everybody.
Okay.